All right, so hopefully last time you recognized that every single y-intercept was actually at the origin, which was 0. Today, it's going to be the same concept, except it's not always going to cross at 0. So we're just going to have more practice doing the same as last time, and the y-intercept is not always going to be the same number. So first things first, we're always going to start with where's our y-intercept, right? That's our beginning. So that's going to be -4. So I'm going to have y equals something x minus 4 because my y-intercept is always going to be this. So this right here is our b, also known as the y-intercept. So you can either call it y-intercept or the beginning. They're both the same thing. And then remember, our slope is always in front of the x. So we already have 1 point on the line. Now we're going to find another point where it exactly crosses where the corners come together. So it could be like right here or up here. And we're just going to count. First, we need to know, is it positive or negative? So this line is going upward, so it's positive. And we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. And 5 over 1 simplifies to be 5. So our slope is 5. And then our answer is going to be everything we just wrote. Y equals 5x minus 4. So you should have plenty of practice writing these in slope-intercept form after all of these assignments. All right, let's look at another one. So this one, again, we're going to find our y-intercept, our beginning. So I'm just going to try to put that over here. Y equals mx plus b. So we're going to start at the beginning, which is right here is at -3. So I'm going to have y equals, and then put the -3 over here for my b. And then we're going to find where it crosses at the next corner, which would be every single one. So it's going up 1 over 1 every single time. My line is going positive, so it's going to be y equals 1x minus 3. Or like we said previously, you don't need to put the 1 there. So our answer should be y equals x minus 3. So when you see something like y equals x minus 3, you're going to put the dot at the -3 and go up 1 over 1. There we go, green dot. Let's look at another. So let me, come on, computer. All right, maybe I need to zoom out. Gotta love technology sometimes. There we go. All right, so let me erase this stuff. And here we go. So again, we're going to start at the y-intercept. This time it's up here at 4. So that's going to be y equals something x plus 4. And then my slope, we're going to find where it crosses exactly at the corner of the boxes. So right here, it's going downward from left to right. So it's going to be a negative slope. And it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. So again, 5 over 1 is going to be 5. But again, it's going negative. So it's a -5. So my answer is y equals -5x plus 4. So it just gives us an equation that we can follow to create the line. Okay, let's find this one. Y-intercept is up here between 4 and 6, so that would be 5. So it's a +5 at the end. And now I just have to find my slope. I find exactly where the line crosses in the corners. It's going downward, so I'm going down 1, 2, 3 over 1, so it's -3x, because down 3 over 1 is -3 over 1, which equals -3. So hopefully we've done enough practice that's starting to make a ton of sense. And there's our answer. All right, let's try one more together. So, oops, there we go. So we're going to find our y-intercept. It's down here at -3. And then our slope, we're going to find exactly where it crosses the corners. And it's going up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1. So our stair step is a constant 3 over 1, which equals 3. So that means our slope is 3. So it's y equals 3x minus 3. There we go. If you need any help, let me know. Other than that, 10 points, get more math.